What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of the Boring Garage. Today, we're going to go get some new wheels for our Focus ST. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are leaving the Maury Garage. My plan was to get some new wheels, and I am. Well, I'm not actually getting new wheels. We're going to have the stock old wheels sandblasted and powder coated. I was gonna get new wheels, some aftermarket wheels, but when I started pricing everything around and getting what I wanted, it was just not worth it. It was much cheaper, and I think I'm gonna be much happier with the stock wheels being a cool color versus just trying to find something stock or something aftermarket that would fit the vehicle. I was gonna do this myself, but the cost of materials and everything, tools that I needed, was just not worth it. I can just go have it powder coated by somebody else that is an expert for a much cheaper price. We're heading to a place called Unit F14. They specifically, they'll powder coat anything, but they specialize in wheels, and you can take them bare wheels, you can take them the wheels with the tires still on. Believe it or not, they actually allow you to bring your whole vehicle. They will store your vehicle, take your wheels off, take your tires off, do all the work, put it back on, and it's ready to go. Pricing is very, very reasonable. I didn't really do a whole lot of research on the pricing, but I was expecting it to be a lot more. So I actually went ahead and took the wheels off of the car. So I don't want to leave the car overnight. I did this mainly because I didn't want to have someone follow me up there and leave the vehicle overnight, then have to drive back, and then when I go pick them up, have to have somebody take me back up there. So I took them off, threw them in the back of the truck, and I'm just gonna go drop them off. Here's the car with no wheels. I just wanted to show you this because I just thought it was so awkward looking. Powder coating said it would only take them about 3 to 4 days to actually complete it, but they were a little backed up. The place that I took it to, they had really great reviews, so I didn't mind waiting. They said it may take up to 2 weeks. Here it is, and I will get back to you when we get these wheels. I got the wheels back from the powder coater. This is one of the front ones. Got the other one over here, and then the other two in the back here. They look great. I'm gonna get them on the car. I'm going to show you what they look like on the car, and you guys can see what they look like actually rolling down the street. There are a few other things that I got for the wheels because I do not want these ugly blue center caps with the red. So I ordered these. Got them off Amazon. I don't really remember how much they were. They weren't expensive, but I think it's going to look really nice having that black with red. The whole car is going to be white, black, and red. And then I also got these valve stems. So they're black and they have the ST logo also. I just wanted to really quick show you how to get these new center caps on. It's not hard at all, but I did make a mistake when the wheel was still on the car. I popped this thing out. Now this is before I had it powder coated, but I popped this out with a screwdriver, just a little flathead, and it actually did chip the paint. So the way that you actually need to do this is actually take the wheel off, and you can come in from the inside and just pop it out right there. And then you can pop your new one right back in. The rear tires that I got that were on the car from the dealer, the powder coater called me and he said, hey, the insides, he's like, I can feel air bubbles. He's like, there's no tearing. He's like, but I can feel bubbles. I didn't question what he was saying because obviously you guys knew the front two tires. I wish I would have taken pictures of those front two tires. They were awful. So my guess is the dealer that I got them from, like I said, it was not a certified dealer. They picked this car up at auction, and they may have even just gone and thrown on some cheap tires to save a buck when they sold me the car. This place that I took it to, I just wanted to give them credit. His name is Drew. He owns Unit F14. He's not a sponsor by any means, but his prices are very reasonable. And he sent me a text. He's like, hey, told me the whole situation with the tires, and I said, no problem. He actually went online, found a similar tire to the front ones that I already had. Did not charge me. I mean, all he charged me was what the cost of the tire was. Nothing for going and getting them and ordering them. And so I thought that was awesome. And it was just really nice of him to do that. But I just want to show you guys, I did get some new rear tires. So I'm going to throw these things on and I will show you what they look like on the car. One last thing that I ordered for the wheels, or not really the wheels, but for the car by the wheels, are these mud flaps. And I got these off of eBay. I actually ordered these along with all of the OEM stuff when I was doing the first episode. So I am assuming that most mud flaps are the exact same way because there's only so many holes back here for you to bolt into. I'm going to show you. So there is a it's a T30. You have to pull out down here, and then there's another one right up here that we have to pull out. And then the third hole is right back over here. Let's see if I can, is right there. So I'm assuming that they just put that there. It wasn't ever attached to anything. There was no nut going through, or bolt going through there. So it's those three. So we'll take these two out, and then I'll show you how to get your new nuts on there. Once you get the old screws out, you'll have to pull this fender liner back, and there's these little nuts right here. So these are the old ones. There's one up top too for that other one. And we'll just have to take a flathead and we will just pop those off for our new nuts. You can see the one in the back here. This one actually goes on the fender liner itself. And then the two new ones, there's one right there that will actually go to on the rear fender where the hole is at. And then the other one is right there where the old one was at. I just wanted to show you guys everything that these mud flaps came with. It did come with screws. So you have 4 long screws. You would have 8 of these short screws. The short screw goes here, and then the front mud flaps will use all of these short screws as well. And then you have long screw here, and then the one up top is a long screw as well. And the reason why that is this is actually set inward a little bit, and I'll show you if I pull this back a little bit. You can kind of, so there's those little spacers that it comes with. So the mud flap, you can see the other washer is right there on the other end. So for the long screws, you actually use a washer on the outside here, and then you'll use another washer on the inside in between that and the spacer right here. And then that long screw goes all the way through that spacer, and then you screw it into the nut that we put in. The easiest way to do this is going to be to put the back one on first, kind of let the mud flap hang down, and then start working your way over to these, because putting those spacers in, you can kind of see, you can see that black spacer right there. Putting those spacers in, it's kind of a pain in the butt, not to mention, I should not have put the tires on first. I should have just left the wheels off, put these on. It would have been, oh my gosh, it would have saved me so much time. So I'm gonna go to the other side and do that, and then I will show you how to do the front. The front ones they look to be a lot easier than the rears. Now I will say this, so the front, you guys know that I was missing some parts in the first episode that I did. And so in this one, we are missing a bolt here. I'm almost certain that's not stock, but I could be wrong. And not to mention, this one is a completely different fastener. On the other side, all 3 are missing. So whatever's there, you just remove those, and it'll be 1 nut going in behind, 1 washer, and 1 bolt. When doing these front ones, because they're all right here on the side, what I ended up having to do is back the car up, turn the wheel this way. I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and then when I get done, I will pull the car forward a little bit and turn the wheels the other direction so that I can do the other side. All right, guys, I know the front one, you can't really see that well up there, but there's one of the rears. There's how it's going to look. Here is the other side over here. And I'll give you a close-up of the front up here. I'll be honest with you, they actually turned out really well. And the other thing I was very surprised about was the durability. I actually had to kind of bend these things a little bit to get them to fit the way that I wanted to, and they held up. The only real cheap thing about them is the little ST stickers. And to be honest with you, if it ends up coming off, or if something ends up happening to it, I may just try to find me a stencil and paint it on, or I may just go straight black But the fenders themselves, they're actually not bad. They seem like a really cheap plastic at first, but I really played around with these things and kind of bent them back and forth to get them to shape the way that I wanted to. So overall, I would prefer a more rubberized material, but not bad for what I paid for them. There it is, guys. I just want to give you a quick shot of the wheels, a little walk around, let you see them on the car. I think this dude did a great job on these things. Alright guys, that's going to wrap this episode up. I hope you like the wheels as much as I do, and I will catch you guys in the next episode.